So today I've come to Dunnottar Castle. My last few vlogs I've kind of felt that it's been mainly about getting the vlog out there, and I've been taking images and not really thinking all that much about the images and just going to new places and checking out, you know, different locations, just taking images and not putting as much thought into the images as what I maybe am into the videos. And while I'm trying to learn about how to vlog and how to take good video content, it is a photography vlog at the end of the day, and I need to kind of put more thought into the images that I'm taking. So I've come to Dunnottar today because it's a location I'm really familiar with, and I can really kind of get the images and still get good quality video as well. That's the hope. So I've come down here and there's a path that takes you from the main path to the castle to go round, and there's like a kind of grassy area that is a really good vantage point for the castle, but it's actually been closed off, and I don't really know why, but I've decided to hop the fence anyway and take some images, which is great because there's no one coming by, and it's really difficult. It's always so popular here with tourists, and this particular vantage point is you have to really set up your tripod and things on the path, and there's people coming back and forth usually, but today that's not the case. So what I've done is I've composed the image, so it's a portrait orientation image, and you've got these kind of cliffs like in the foreground with the castle and the cliff in the background, and there's some really nice lines you know, from the cliffs, and it's almost like a layered effect that takes you into the actual castle itself. As I say, it's difficult to get this composition at, you know, peak time of the day. I mean, it's like 2 in the afternoon or something at the moment, and you know, to get this image, as I say, it's difficult to do any other time, but because this path is closed off, I've come down and managed to do it. So I shot the image in aperture priority mode, aperture of f9, which is the sweet spot for this lens. I used exposure compensation to put it down 3 stops. I was getting like 1/10 of a second or something, which was too bright, so putting it down 3 stops gives me about a 1/60th of a second, which is just kind of ideal. I've put a polarizer filter in front of the lens, and a 0.9 ND soft graduated filter. That's just kind of brought the sky back in line with the rest of the image, and it's looking really good. I'm really pleased with it, and straight away, you know, without really doing much, I've got an image that I'm really pleased with. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back up. I'm going to walk up to the kind of field, which is where that's the kind of notorious spot for sort of people taking typical snaps of the castle, and we're going to take another image from there. Okay, so we found a really good spot here. I've never actually come this far along the path. There's like a coastal path that you can go around, and all the times I've been here, I've never come up this way. You get a really good side perspective of the castle. It's really nice colours today. The water is so still, despite the fact there is a little bit of wind. The water is so still that you actually really see the kind of blue aqua colour in the water. Most of the time when I'm here, you don't really see that because you've got kind of waves crashing in, and it's just kind of white waves, and while that's quite dramatic and can really add to the scene, there's something quite nice about the colour today. There's just some streaks of cloud through the sky, nothing special cloud wise, but there's this really nice aqua colour in the water which just looks really nice and quite tranquil, I guess. So I'm going to take some images here. What I think I might do as well is actually do a stitched pano. you know, with the kind of castle, and then maybe just try and extenuate. That's not the right word, is it? But extend the water. So you've got this nice kind of pano shot with maybe like a third of the left-hand third of the castle, and then there's like these like kind of like little rock formations just out the water as well. Excuse me, and then just this lovely blue water across. So hopefully that might be able to work. You know, maybe try something like that. And then I'm thinking I might actually go down. You can't see from here, but you can actually go down onto like a stone beach on the side. I've been down there once before, and it's actually really quite difficult to get back up again. I learned that last time, so I'm not sure. I might do it, but I've got so much stuff. It might be a bit of a job getting back up, but I'll think about it. I'm going to give it a bash, but I'm going to try this stitched pano and see how that works. And now I'm just on this cliff edge here, and you've got a perfect kind of side-on view of the castle now, which again is a different composition. It's only marginally different to what I was getting further along the coastline there, but it's good to take a few different images. You know, you don't know which one you're going to like best till you get home and see it on a big screen. So might as well take some more if I'm not going to go further down. But what you can do with this is you can see right the way up the northeast coast. You're seeing probably as far up, almost kind of where I stay. So there's all these kind of layers and like all these different bays in the background. So that's quite a nice different perspective compared to what I'm used to kind of taking here. So that's good. I did put the drone up for a bit. I'll put in what limited drone footage I got. It's getting really quite windy now though. The water's nowhere near as calm as it was. Excuse me. I was getting all these like warnings on the drone saying, oh yeah, it's pretty high winds and all this, and I've had a few dodgy experiences with the drone the last few weeks. And I thought, yeah, I don't want it flying out to sea or anything. That would just not be good. So I've kind of cut my losses with the drone a little bit. But as I say, today was all about getting different photographs and not worrying too much about the video. So, you know, I'm not too fussed about that. But we've got some good images. We've done a stitch pano. We've taken the side-on profile here. We've taken the one with the kind of V shape of the cliffs, this kind of layered kind of cliff effect. That's not effect. It's not an effect, but you know what I mean. It's got this like layers of kind of cliffs coming in, and then it's a very 3D kind of feel to it, if you like. So I'm looking forward to seeing that one as well. So I've taken quite a few different images today. All of the castle. As I say, it's a location that I have been to many times before. But I've taken lots of different angles that I'm not normally doing, so I'm quite happy with that. So yeah, I think it's really looking pretty grey now, and I think it's probably going to rain. So I'm going to make my way back along the cliff, back towards the car park. But yeah, really pleased actually. I think hopefully got some good images. So I'm going to call it a day. I'm glad I got out today. I didn't think I was going to get out. I'm still getting over this cold, and as you've probably told by now, I've got a bit of a bad cough still. So I'm just glad to be out, glad to get this vlog out there on YouTube. Thank you for watching. Really appreciate the support. There's been lots of nice comments and likes and things like that over the last few weeks since I've started. So please do keep watching, subscribe if you haven't already, you know, sign up for notifications. Anytime I upload a video, you'll be the first person to know. And you know, ask questions. You know, leave comments. I love the feedback. You know, good and bad. You know, I'm learning as I go. So you know, leave comments, send me messages, let me know what you'd like me to film. You know, it's an open forum. Go for it, and I'll aim to deliver. So yeah, thanks again, and I'll see you next time.